We have the Seattle Mariners in a close game against the New York Yankees at home. It is the top of the ninth inning. The Mariners have a 1-0 lead. And I got to tell you guys, the umpires for this game, all game long, for both sides, were absolutely terrible. And with the tying run in scoring position on second base, Andres Munoz is going to paint a pitch right here at the bottom of the zone. Does not get the call. Should have been strike three, 100%. And you can see the entire ball is in the strike zone. That's not even really on edge. That's a strike. That's a terrible call. But because he does not get rewarded, very next pitch is a swinging bunt, advances the runner over, and now the tying run is 90 feet away. Please bring in the challenge system. We need it. And a little bit more bad luck / just bad defense right here. Volpe does a check swing bunt here. I can't believe that ball even gets put in play. You can see Dylan Moore right there at first base, in on the grass, ready for a short hop. Dylan Moore, honestly, I felt like this was a panic throw. He really rushes his throw into the plate. It's not even close. Cal can't get to it. The run scores. And on top of that, now the winning run is advancing all the way over into scoring position as well with one out. Just a horrendous play. And to be fair to Dylan Moore out here at first base, it's not his regular position, but at the same time, he has the ball right there. The base runner's like not even halfway down the line at this point. He did not need to rush the throw as badly as he did. It kind of felt like he panicked a little bit. It's a one-run game. You got to have this out. So I understand wanting to get the ball in there quickly. It wasn't necessary to rush his throw as bad as it was. That's kind of a choke job. It's a throw you got to have in that spot. If this was basketball, this is like, hey, we need you to at least make one of your 2 free throws here at the end of the game. And you miss them both. But let's move on. We got Dominguez up here, and this is another absolutely horrendous call. This one goes in the Mariners' favor to strike him out. It's not even close to in the zone. You can see the reaction by the hitter, and look at that thing. I mean, the ball is entirely out of the zone. It's so inconsistent. You had the one that was entirely in the zone that was a ball, and then you have this one that's entirely out of the zone, and that's a strike. It's a mess. It was like this all game. And as you can imagine, you're playing the Yankees. Aaron Boone's the manager. You know he's going to get heated. Comes out immediately, and the umpire doesn't even hesitate. He threw him out as soon as he saw Aaron Boone on the field. He threw him out. And honestly, he was probably chirping at him the entire game because of how bad some of these calls were. I just thought it was funny. There was no hesitation. He saw it was Boone, throws him out. Boone goes and gets his money's worth. And I don't blame him. Honestly, I kind of wanted Dan Wilson to come out here and do this too. I'm surprised. I don't even think I saw Dan Wilson yelling from the dugout at the umpire. And he had every right to. So overall, I'm actually kind of happy that Boone came out and went after this umpire because he was terrible all night. Hopefully we get a John Boy lip reading on that. I can't wait to see it if we get one. Moving on to extra innings, though, bottom of the 10th, you have the game-winning run on second base. They do a sacrifice bunt, well executed, moves them over to third. Now you have the game-winning run 90 feet away. Love the bunt in that spot, no problem. But that brings up Rowdy Tellez, and this is a very unacceptable at-bat for me. Watches the first pitch fastball, that's strike one. Next pitch, it looks like a slider. That's strike two. Now you got 2 strikes on you. Now you got to protect. You weren't ready to swing on the first 2 pitches, and you chase out of the zone, and it's way, way short. There is absolutely 0 chance to score on that. That is a terrible at-bat from Rowdy Tellez in that spot. Those first 2 pitches are the ones that he should have been ready to hit. I never understand why guys in spots like this aren't prepared for a pitch in the strike zone. It's like if you get something that you think you can make decent contact with, you better be ready to swing here. You have a chance to win the game. That's not a good enough approach for me. Next batter after Tellez strikes out, that's the end of the 10th inning. They move on to the 11th. Another chance. The game is still tied at 1. Ben Williamson, the rookie, up at the plate. Game-winning run on second base. You need a base hit, and they get it right here. Ben Williamson rips one back straight up the middle. I thought they were going to send him. Does not send him. Holds him at third base. And you can look at this angle. At first, watching the game, and I'm sure a lot of other people were kind of upset too, I was like, hey, you got to send him there. You have a chance to win the game. But looking back at this, I don't think he would have made it. It was definitely close. And you have the top of the order coming up after Ben Williamson with runners on first and third. I don't mind the third base coach holding him up here after looking at this. He's rounding third right there. Ball comes in. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think if they should have sent him, but I agree with the third base coach. That was a good decision. And that brings up JP Crawford. Very first pitch swinging. He's ready to hit. He's ready to win the game. Slices one down the third baseline. Just lands fair. So close to being foul. That wins the game. They almost absolutely blew this one. It's a huge win because the Mariners are also facing the Padres up next. You cannot get swept in this series. And if you watch to this point, please subscribe, guys. I'll be doing baseball breakdowns all year, including Mariners content. So thank you guys so much. Leave a like. I read every single comment. Let's see how this next game goes. We'll see if we get another crazy one.